maybe join me. It won't be too long before we go live, just 2 more minutes and we'll get cracking. Planning to start off in a lower league position, whether it'll be England or abroad. Maybe someone can give me a bit of a hint or a tip, anything that they think would be a good one to start with, and we can go from there. Right, well, here we are, starting job. Really, where we had to begin, I think that's the biggest thing to choose. Probably not going to be starting in the Premier League. It'd be pretty pointless doing that. So we're going to go for a lower league club. The question is, will it be England or do we go somewhere in Europe? There's plenty of places to go. I think we'll stick with what we know for the time being, and we'll head down to. We'll go Vanarama North, as we started with Cheshunt in our save, which is being played on YouTube at the moment. Season 3, very exciting. We started off in a South, so we'll go with a North club. You've got a couple of you viewing. Anyone in particular fancy a Pacific club? There's quite a few out there. Just purely looking on the badges alone, I do kind of quite like Peterborough Sports. It's quite a nice looking badge. It's not really a great way of picking your team, or Boston United, fantastic old ship in the centre. I am leaning towards Boston, you know. That could be one to go with. Yeah, we'll go with Boston. We're just going to do a bit of a quick start on this one. I've updated my avatar as well. No more tracksuit. Suited and booted from now on. Minus the tie. Big old neck. No sense in having too big a tie on that one. Setting up the game database does take a while, I'm afraid. It's one little drawback to the game. You can't really argue, though, with the amount of detail they have in it. No add-ons, no mods, no cheats on the saves, no in-game editors. I don't think you can cheat without the in-game editor, to be honest, anyway. Or at least, not that I've ever known. First time going live. I have got a camera. I've got a Logitech C something or other. Some reason it's having conflict with my Blue Yeti at the moment. Not sure exactly what or why, but I'm sure I'll be able to figure that out in time. Looks like we're nearly there. Come on, zoom up that refresh point. Well, the first 10 minutes is rather boring, waiting for this to load on in. Still, going to give it a go. I think I preferred the music of the wait, to be honest. Normally when I have to wait for all this, I'd have this loaded up previously. I would imagine if I do a live. It's just, I mean, it happens from time to time. It takes a long while to load in, especially when you're first started up. Good thing about starting in the lower league, especially in England, lots of free talent available, lots of transfer business, and if you get injuries throughout the season, more transfer business. Not necessarily always paying a fee, because I think the name of the game to start off with is little and often. Get freebies and do it that way. Alright, profiles. We've got a few. We've got the big chunky Matty G, or we can go for the Matt Gibson one, which is from the Cheshunt save, and you can see he's got a lot more tributes about him now. And we'll probably start off with Matty G, and he's suited and booted. That's the one we went with. That's what we designed to start this one with. We'll go with whatever it tells us. That's absolutely fine. Gives us a leg up anyway. So here we go. Boston United. They've confirmed the appointment of Matty G as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment. Yeah. Ooh, they put me down as a 35-year-old. Oh, thank you very much. And I've been paid £800 a week. Do you know what? That's £300 more than I was paid at Cheshunt. Not bad. I like that. They must have some. They've got good facilities. They've got a £10,000 transfer budget. Their wage budget is £7,500. Their wage budget is almost as much as their transfer budget. Cool, blimey. What have we got? Loan obligations. None of them to buy. We've got a couple out on loan. We're playing almost a staggered diamond. With Pollock up as a shadow attacker by the looks of things. Quite a bog standard loadout of team there. We'll have a look when we get in there. We're not really worried about this too much. Sign players under the age of 23. Well, that's pretty much my cup of tea anyway. And they want to finish in the top half. Okay. Induction schedule. Do we have to do an induction? Okay. Schedule press conference to meet the media. I suppose I better. And arrange friendlies to assess. No, we don't like doing that. We don't want to be contacted every week. No, thank you. just save it there. There we go. We've been hired. Team inductions. We're going to quickly skip through these as best as we can. They like to play all these. Blah, blah, blah. Vertical tiki-taka. Choose a formation. I prefer the one up top. I like this almost standard formation, although that's kind of what they've got already. I do like having wingers. I think we're going to go for this formation first. That'll be our starting sort of first one off the bat. Give it a little quick pick to straight to start off and just see what we're working with. You've got a solid looking wing back there. Defensive wing back on the right hand side. And we have two really good defensive wing backs on the right hand side. Okay. Right. And we've got one out injured. It's not a bad looking squad, I'll be completely honest. There's a few tweaks in that we could make, signings, so on and so forth. But that's not too bad. Add another tactic as well. Again, we're going to go with a tiki-taka, but this time slightly different. I want to see a bit more of a defensive line. Using that wing back options. And quick pick for that team. Not quite as straightforward. It utilises both the wing backs, I believe, with Mills coming in as well as Nixon there. They're playing on in different roles, but they're both capable of playing there. Some of the best players on the pitch that way. Atkinson, defensive midfielder, he's been played slightly forward. I mean, they're both similar, they're pretty similar in players. Probably with that kind of central defensive line in the midfield, you probably do want them. I want to play Platt and Atkinson in their more suitable roles. I want a ball-winning midfielder on support. With Atkinson, yeah, leave him on defence. It sounds about right. So that's already improved that sort of central defensive midfield line here. You got Nixon, he's playing out on the right-hand side. And Mills is going to be playing on the right central defensive line. And we could probably put him as a wide centre-back on... I want to put him on support, but I'm going to put him on defence for the time being. That'll improve what he can where he can play. We'll go non-nonsense. Can't even speak tonight. But that doesn't look like a bad lineup, really. The only problem is the attacking side of it. I mean, they'll train them in two different positions, so that's not too bad. As for this one, we've got some work to do here. Lots of defensive midfielders. Although, I'm not sure why his rating's so low. Probably go for a deep-lying playmaker on defend rather than support. That'll increase his role. I suppose it's getting on to the rest of it. Sport profile. Let's actually see what following we got. Season ticket holders, 600 supporters. That ain't too bad, you know. Well, what's the capacity? Does it say? It doesn't there. I never can find that. Media support, we've got 11,000 followers. That's not too bad to start with. Initial pre-season schedule. Yeah. one is out for 5 to 6 months. Wow, 5 to 6 months. He's been out for 3 months, so that's 2 months he's still going to be out. It's not good, really, is it? All right, let's jump into the actual squad screen so we can see when players' contracts are expiring. Yeah, at the end of the season, pretty much. What about the ages? What ages are we working with? We got. Oh wow! Please tell me that's our backup goalkeeper, right? Yes, it's our backup goalkeeper. I was getting worried there. He's 52 years of age. Why is he not retired? Paul Bostock. I mean, my hat goes off to you, Sunshine. You're still playing at 52 in goal. The fact that we're paying you 200 quid a week, I mean, that's just wrong on so many levels. All right, dip into the finances. We have about £200. Well, we can make an adjustment already because I'm not going to be spending the 10 grand. That'll give us just over £600 to spend in wages. Not exactly a massive amount of money. All right, jump into our scouting. I've got £19,000 scouting budget, and that's Vanarama National, North and South. It's not very good, is it? All right, any position from tactic. We want trying to find youngsters is what we're after. So top priority. Just see what comes up. That's all you can do, really. First off, you've got to look for players in range. You'll always find someone that's in range willing to join you. Interesting transfers. The problem is everyone's pretty much zilch here, so you're going to have to try and... I mean, look, you turn that off. Lionel Messi comes straight up, but we're going to do a search. Contract status has expired. Can we add another condition of age? We don't want to sign them old, so we'll go 26 being the oldest. All right, there we go. Right, interested in coming to us. We'll go all the way up to doubtful. We'll see what's available on. These are all free. Loads of them are already wanted as well. Let's go for the youngsters first, shall we? A whole load of these are at Kidderminster. Any specific reason? Load of them are at Kidderminster. Where did Kidderminster play then? Oh, they're in Vanarama North as well. Fair enough. So they've got a hell of a lot of youngsters on their team. I think just a case of click and dragging down and just start offering trials out, really. You can offer a week's trial and get them in. You'll get a rating for them. And then you'll be able to have a little look at the old attributes. I'm not sure exactly how many we can get in on trial at any one time, but we'll give it a damn good try getting a load of them in. I doubt we've got anything down in the youth prospects. Yeah, nothing. So, first day is pretty much simple. World Cup Golden Balls, let's not even worry about any of that. We better attend the meeting. Am I going to listen to any of it? Am I hell? There we go. I've ended that. Homeward bound. Right. Do you know what we should really check while I'm at it? If I pop over to here. Wage-wise. The highest earners. Tom Nixon's on 400. John Barrow's out for 2 months. He's on a lot of money. See if we can offer to club. Even though he's injured, maybe we can get a little bit of cash for him. And use the wages and the cash on wages to reinvest into the team. At least that would be the plan. These are all on contracts. No rolling contracts there. I mean, I like the freebie ones, you know. But these are pretty certain. These are fixed contracts for at least a year. Anyone that's on too big a contract that really ain't worth it. Probably Shields, but we're short on central defenders. So he's not going anywhere. And obviously the goalkeeper is, I mean, he just needs to retire. There's no way of selling him, even on a free. Okay, trial cancelled because of the amount of players. I thought this might happen. But it's fine, we don't mind. And he rejected. Trial cancelled. Lots of cancelled. More rejections. Snubs cancelled. There we go. It's our first one. Just going to accept as many as we can accept. Fingers already going a bit tired from this already. Right. That's as many as we can accept for the time being. If I jump over to squad, are they there yet? No, but they will be very soon. And when they join, we can then assess them almost instantly and pretty much get rid of the ones that there's no chance in this point, even pointless having them. That will help determine if there's any good ones to actually sign. 23 players by the looks of it incoming. Here's one, Mason Goodridge, 2.5, possible 3. Okay, we'll leave him there for the moment. Yes, we would actually quite like the look of you. Matt Dowling. No, can we end your terminate the trial? Yep, that's our first casualty. Oh, hello, defender on the left, defender on the left alert. How would you even pronounce that? Kayenzu, or is the K silent and it's just Yenzu? Either way, I think Jeremy is definitely worth a punt. It wants to be a star player straight off the back. Oh, blimey. Right, we want to try and get you down to regular if we can, mate. He's happy with the meeting. Yeah, we're probably not going to meet that one. But it's fine. We've got him there. We've removed the yearly update. Non-promotional release clause, absolutely fine. Promotional wage, fine. It's, oh my good God, 625. I was thinking more along the lines of 250. No signing on fee. And 2 years. Doesn't like it. How about we go non-contract? You're on a non-contract, so this is null and void, mate. I don't think that's going to work at the minute, but we'll keep him on trial anyway. Oh, hello. These are actually looking quite nice and tasty. We'll approach to assign. He's not going to want to join us, is he? We'll jump down to regular. He's happy to accept that. £200 a week, 12 months. Let's see if we can get him to 2 years. He wants 12. We go back to 2 years, lock that down. He's happy. £200. That's not a bad signing, I think. 200 quid. As long as he joins, that'll be he looks good. His attributes might not be as good as they actually look, but when you first start off like this, you just got to pick up some gold boys when you get a chance. There's another one, the central defender, but plays on the right side of centre. Again, another looking good, tasty fella. Let's just have a little butch. He wants to be a star player. Let's go squad player. He wants star player. Can we? No, he is not budging. Right, well, we'll go with that for the minute and see what you want. He wants way too much. I am prepared to go to 250. I'm going to lock the wage in and see what he says. He's going to hate me. No, he's going to walk away. Fair enough. You sit there. Might be able to sign you later on in the window. Attacking right-handed side, 20-year-old Brandon Avero. He looks good. I'm not really liking the look of Ebanks, so straight away I can terminate the trial. Oh, hello. Any of you who have followed Cheshunt will know my admiration for little players like this. Asante. Is this the same one? Welsh? No, this is a Ghanaian Nok Asante. Again, comes from Spurs, but this one's slightly different. I really want you to join. Star player. Add promise. I'll assign you as a penalty taker. How's that? He's happy. Right. 650. Oy. How about we go to 450? Suggest that. No, he really wants that. Or if I go 525 and I will add in top goal scorer of the season bonus of 5k. Can I do 5? Yes. He'll lower his offer down to 6. 550. Come on, meet me in the middle. Yes. Now it may have took about half a season with Cheshunt for this guy to get off the shooting blocks, but when he did, he was astronomically good. So let's hope we can have more of the same. Joseph, if I remember rightly, I had him at Cheshunt as well. Weren't a bad player. Not looking so good here, though. We're going to leave him where he is for the moment. That's too little, too late for me. Your contract is terminated. Lewis Byron, he looks pretty tasty as well. Can we... It's a defensive midfielder. I've got a few of them. We'll leave him on the trial at the moment. Another goalkeeper. Now, we do need goalkeepers. But we'll hold off an offering. Marcus Wood. We've got too many in that position, I think, really, to be honest. So we've got your info. Come back another time. Evans, right attacking midfielder. Right central attacking midfielder. Really good. Close to full potential at 23 already. Would be worth a quick flip, possible. And I would be willing to consider the possibility of no, he can't. He's not going to be coming anywhere near us. Joined us on trial for some reason. Ryan Huddard. I'm guessing he's going to be a similar prospect as well in goal. Rufus Griffiths. Lewis Gray, you're not going to be a prospect at all. So we can terminate your trial straight off. And the last one, attacking midfielder on the left. And a striker, Mohamed Aminu. Looks Looks fantastic. Ew, he does like the sound of us. What can we offer him to help us? We'll play it in preferred position and role. He wants to play on the left as an inverted winger. That's absolutely fine. So, yep, we'll offer that. Star player as well, yes. £300 a week? Oh, bite your hand off. Ooh, he may not get a work permit. That could cost the club. I didn't really even think of work permits there. Hopefully he signs though, because, well, potential Sky Bet League 1 standard. It's going to be worth a few pennies. Code of conduct. Easy, easy, easy. It's 2 weeks fine for absolutely everything. They never like it, but that'll keep them in there straight and narrow. It's just some of the ones that we sent away. No offers, I didn't think so. We'll list him anyway. More offers have been made for Asante. That's not good. I was hoping to get him through. He's on trial, so... And again, Gavin Gonzalez. It's not looking good when everybody else seems to come in for the players that you've got on trial. Right. I think it's clear that you'll have to prove yourself to quite a few of us, but we're prepared to wait and see. Okay, I don't want to make any promises just yet, but we'll see. I thought there would have been more promises made here today. No, we're not doing promises. No. I want us to aim for the playoff. They're offended and hurt. Come on now, at least try to be realistic. You're setting us up to fail. Oh dear. Okay, I'll back down. Are you all happy with that? I've nothing to add, boss. Of course you haven't. I respect each of you and each of your own opinion. I'll also be aiming to reach the FA Cup competition proper this season. They're not going to like that, are they? Oh no, they're pleased. Sounds good to them. That's what we like to hear. They're offended by that one. Well, overall, I'm sure you'll be... No, they're all negative. Oh, you're negative Nellies. That was a mixed bag then, really. Well, that's that taken care of. We'll go another day. We got one more inbox, which is training. Just let the back room do all the individual... let the back room do all the training. Get that out of the way. And if we look at the squads... Let me look at the squad. There we go. If we look at the squad now, I believe Jordan Crawford's one of our own who's out on loan, which is bizarre because he seems a decent player, and at £300 a week, I doubt we're paying that. He's getting paid that. What are they paying? They're paying his full wages. Okay, fair enough. But they're not paying a monthly fee. Right. It's a shame. Right, the ones that we've got in, we've got a couple of bids made. There's actually quite a few of them, isn't there? We've got 3 bids on the go. None of them are the goalkeepers. So if we just switch to positions and swing back up, we have exactly 4 goalkeepers on the radar. And 1 decent goalkeeper who's first choice at the moment anyway. So if we can't get one of these in for under £200 a week, I'll be happy. So it would be, backup. He's happy with a backup. He wants £300 odd. So we'll go 160. He wants 300 still. Let's go 2 on the dot. I've come up 40 quid. You're not going to budge. I'll come up 1 more 40 quid. Still not going to budge. 250. Come on. 275. I like the way you're moving. Let's go 250. He's not going to budge, is he? Right, we'll go with that. boy, I'm just trying to have a look here. What one could we go with next? They're slightly older. I think the younger ones probably stand a better chance on getting these. I mean, he wants to be a first choice cup goalkeeper. There we go. See if we can do him on that. Yes, we can. And he wants 200, so we're going to go 95. 190. 170. Hates me. Doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Fair enough. I don't blame them. I'm trying to nitpick on the pennies here. Right. We'll say that's fine. He wants way too much money. It'll be 325, and that is my maximum offer, and I'll even go down to just the 2 years. And he wants whoa, yearly wage rights ain't happening, but we'll do that. There's another one. We'll see which ones we accept when it comes to. He wants to be an important player, cup goalkeeper. You'll have that one. Way too much money. Way too much. It's not even worth negotiating that. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. What we got? Jude Russell plays defensive right. If I remember, we did we not try approaching him? We did. He's not currently interested in talking. Here's what Joseph Job. I know he's been good in the past. He's not looking this good on this one. Another defender, right? No nonsense. Fullback. Probably could do with better ones than that. Keizu looks really good. He's not willing to read and start his ones. Who else have we got? So we've got so we've got a defensive midfielder whose best role is playing defender on the right as a fullback. Could you get more confused in your own position? But at least he's only on trial. Anyone else that looks tasty? I'm just trying. Look at some. I mean, that Evans looks really nice. I'm guessing we've already tried speaking to him. We have. Okay, Evans is probably not, but Averio. Is there any chance in talking to this fella? There is. He wants a lot. We'll remove those. We'll keep that as a regular. Let's see if he will. Yes, he's happy to go down that route. And then he wants way too much money. What can we get him for? 20 quid. How about a non-contract? Can we get him on a non-contract? For £1. Oh dear. Oh, there's not like I can do. If I walk away, he won't talk to me. So I got this far. So I might as well suggest it and then walk away. So, right, we know where we are at the moment. I can't do much more than I am. If we have a look at the abilities, and we'll just see who one of the worst players we have is. We're paying 375 quid a week for Lark Hansen. I think for that money, we could probably get someone better in that defensive midfield role. Can we terminate? Not within the first 28 days. Okay. So we'll wait basically a month before we can cancel it. Fair play. Right, well, let's see if we can get some of those deals through. Oh yes, we've got to meet the media. I haven't done this for a long time. Right, here we go. Let's get this press conference underway. Can you share some thoughts on what it means for you to be manager at Boston United? I'll be completely honest, couldn't really give a toss. It's a real honour. I think that's what we'll say. Was there something about Boston in particular that made you sit up, pay attention? Yes, when we were looking at the club badges, it was the one with a little boat on it, and I actually quite liked it. But we're not going to say that. We're going to say, I'm trying to improve as a manager, and Boston United are trying to improve as a club. We're made for each other. Like Bonnie and Clyde. Did you ever doubt that this was the right job for you? I'm just going to say I jumped at the chance. Why not? Why did this job in particular appeal for you? I've already told you that. It was a little boat. I'm naturally ambitious person. To find a club like that, that's a dream come true. What do you think of the Boston squad? I'm going to be neutral. They're not going to like that, and I'm going to stay neutral. What role can the supporters play? Well, the supporters are always really good. I have to win the fans over. That's obvious. Long success. We want to aim high. Balanced. I'm going to be neutral. I'm going to be neutral because I haven't looked at the captaincies yet. Yes. Central defence is where I think we need some real strength. Well, I'll be completely honest with you. He hasn't even signed for us yet. He's on trial. There we go. And I'm just going to be neutral for the rest of these. Absolute rubbish. There we go. Get that out of the way. Bye-bye. Let me have a look at that. I'm guessing Asante has got multiple... Oh yeah, he's got multiple load of offers in, and there's nothing I can do about it. If he goes, he goes. Hopefully we get him. No promises. I think this is always the bit that I find frustrating. It's the simulating days. They take just a little bit too long for my liking. What have we got? Scouting. Okay. There's nothing I can do, so I don't know why you're showing me it. I certainly haven't got any cash flow. They're getting a little bit more familiar with the second layout that we've all put them in for training at. I do prefer the 4-3-3 formation rather than the 5-2-3 because I like to play with the wingers rather than the shadow striker and 2 up front. However, both systems do work, especially in the lower leagues. It just depends on the players you have on the pitch at the time. If you get the right balance on the team, then tiki-taka 4-3-3 in a defensive wide in the lower leagues will get you goals. They'll also concede goals if you get the defensive line-up wrong. The 5-2-3, you can get swamped in midfield if you're not careful. It's one that if you're doing really well, your team's performing well, you're scoring goals, then it is a good system that will continue that sort of run. If you're starting to leak goals on a regular basis and you persist with a 5 at the back, you will leak even more goals because they lose all confidence and the central defensive 3 almost push up too far. So it is one of those ones. Oh, I think I'll have to crack open another drink. My drink's dry. Pepsi Max Cherry. It's probably the only sugar-free drink that still tastes really sugary. So you get the sugar rush without getting the sugar. That and the extra caffeine is very helpful. Alright, can we league tables, season preview. Where are we at the moment? We're 9th. That's where our media prediction is, 16-1, 9th position, which isn't too bad. That's mid-table, pushing towards the promotional areas. So who have we got? We got any good ones? Lewis Coulton at Bradford. Looks good. Didn't know Bradford was down this far. Oh, I clicked on the actual thing there. I should click on the player. Another 20-year-old, Jake Hill, is at Buxton. I'm looking for the youngsters. Any real looking good youngsters? 36-year-old, wow. There are some oldies. 32-year-old experienced striker at Pennymore. And John McGlynn, forward at Kidderminster. Is he one of those ones that he's on loan, is he? Oh well. So yeah, we've got no one in the media prediction. Doesn't look like we got any key players at all. Tom Nixon, Scott Pollock. They're the only two. They're not even up the top of the list. It's a shame. But at least we've got something to look forward to. Responsibilities, it's me and me. Transfer induction. I have no idea why he's... Who's Louis Gaspar? Plays at Watford. He may actually improve the team, but he's under contract. Can I offer a contract? See, look, I can't offer a contract. So that would be beyond bizarre to try and purchase him from a team that far up. Aminu move delayed due to work permit. That means he accepted the offer. And we just got to hope and pray that he gets a work permit, because with those ratings, I can't wait to see what his actual attributes are going to be like. Because at the moment, he's got some fantastic determination there. I love that. He could have some pace. He could be more towards the top end of that. But I think with the determination out on that side, and he's got nice first touch by the looks of things, he's got some dribbling, and above 9 finishing will be fantastic as a winger on that left-hand side. I think he could be good. So I hope that work permit goes through. I really do. They normally don't this lower league, but occasionally they catch you out with 1 or 2 good work permits. So yeah, not too bad. Boston United contract set to expire. Pretty much everyone. I don't think there's really anything you can do. I can't do anything. I can't set for release. Nothing. So it is what it is. We've got one, or a possibility of getting one. 275 quid a week. Kings, is that Latham? Been given a clean bill of health, 3.5 stars. 225. I'm not sure if that's the cheapest one we did. So I'm going to delay it for a week, because he's obviously accepted our contract offer. We want the cheapest goalkeeper. They're all about the same. They're going to be second choice, pretty much. So we want the best, best for our buck, really. We're just going to keep skipping through as quick as we can. Red Huddard, 325. He's slightly better, slightly older. I'm going to cancel that one on the basis the other one was cheaper. Pretty much that standard. And then before we carry on, I'm just going to go to the squad. Can I go back to the goalkeeper positions? We've got the one as Kingsley Latham. He's the only one that we've got a bid in for. So I don't know whether or not I can accept it right away. Confirmation. No, we can't. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Recruitment meeting. I'll decline that. We'll decline the recruitment meeting. Basically, there's no sense in going into a recruitment meeting unless the player is available for free, because it doesn't make sense to try and sign players when we haven't got the capital to do so. Now, I've got lots of players on trial, so we are going to quick pick. Let the game pick a team of mostly trialists. Is Ruth Griffiths. I can't think now. Is that the one that we were going to sign? I think it was, Russ Griffiths. 26-year-old. Goalkeepers. Let's have a look what we got. Gregory's our one. Ruddard is the one we turned away. Latham. There we go. So I'm gonna put Latham in on the basis. There we go. I'm gonna put Latham in on the basis that's the one that we're trying to actively sign. Amu, who's accepted our contract offer, is going to be out on the left, so hopefully we can get a move done for him. Asante we've made an offer for, and he's starting up front. So we're going to get to look at two of the players that we're definitely looking at, and a goalkeeper that we're about to sign. I think when the week's up, when we can actually click the sign new button, that's when that deal will go through. So we haven't tweaked the match settings, the club settings at all on this one. So it's a bog standard training format that they have and presets. We're going to go straight to the skip off because we're only going to want key highlights. Turn that match speed up just a fraction. There we go, we're on the director's camera for the moment. That key highlight. Okay. I am going to go slightly positive. And we're just going to have a look. These are the instructions that come as bog standard in this position. Now, you want it a little bit slightly shorter. It just helps, especially if it starts raining, before you have a chance to get in here. Because when you want rain, you want to go much more directly to get the speed up. We want to be a bit more expressive. We want to play for set pieces. We're going to work the ball into the box. We don't. Do we want to overlap or underlap? No, we are going to play through the middle and play out of defence. In transition, counter press and counter, yes. Distribute to the centre backs. We want to roll it out, but distribute quickly. That's the setting I generally like to play, and we're in yellow, so can't quite see the ball. There's Nixon, crosses it over towards Amatu. Aminu has got the first goal for us. The trialist has our first goal. Hopefully, his work permit will come through and it will be a permanent addition to the club. Was it a header? It was. It was a little leap above the defender, headed straight into the goal. Good start. A second highlight. We're playing out from the back. Ball goes long. Asante does get his head to it and Evans breaks free. Nice little shimmy with his feet. Platt knocks it over the top. There's Amnu again, gets the ball in. And it's cleared. They've cleared their line as, is that Evesham? Evesham, I think it's Evesham we're playing. It's hard to tell when it just says Evesh. But Amnu again knocks the ball over towards Evans, who does latch onto the ball. Knocks it back to Nixon. Brings it in, and that is a shot by Asante, and it goes over to the far left of the goal. Not sure where he was aiming. Maybe it was someone in the stands telling him he was shit. But there you go. Ball's going to get played out from their back. We managed to get hold of the ball again. Here comes Evans, again running towards the centre. Knocks it through to Amnu, who bangs in his second. Mohamed Amni. How would you pronounce that? Amni? It was a nice goal. I honestly thought Evans was going to run through and have a crack, and then he dinks it through, and Amnu just side-footed it into the corner. It's a really nice goal. Now we're on the defensive line. As they've swung the ball in, Russell's able to get his head on the ball. Doesn't go very far, but then Byron's able to latch onto it. Runs out into trouble, but finds Amnu, who's really been in all areas of the pitch today. Knocks a ball long. Evans has latched on. Tries to get a crossing. Doesn't. But it gets it back again. Now Nixon. Byron. Into Goodbridge. Won't have a crack. And he does. And it goes in top left corner from a deflection off the goalkeeper's palms. But it will count as his goal because it was definitely on target. I didn't think he was going to shoot there, and he did. Brilliant start for us so far. Downside is half of them are trialists. 16 minutes in, it is all Boston. Amnu, bang two, Goodbridge. Where is Goodbridge playing? I didn't even get a chance to see there. They got thrown in their half to get the ball clear. It gets as far as there's another Evans. That could get confusing. Joseph from the back knocks it long over the top to, well, pretty much no one. I don't know if they're going to class that one as a shot, but it was shocking. I'll tell you that much. They're trying to play a bit of Route 1 football now, and it's not worked out for them there. And Evans K is now breaking away. He pulls it back towards Nixon, who runs down on the right-hand side, heading towards the edge of the 18. Turns, tries to get a crossing, doesn't. Platt's able to get hold of the ball. Back to Goodbridge. There's Anu again. Comes off the crossbar, and they're able to clear the ball up towards the halfway line. This is all action for us here. Ball gets crossed in, Anu's there. And Flatley's able to get old hands on it. I mean, I think they haven't stopped long enough for me to really see the name of the team we're playing. But just by looking at the abbreviation, it looks like Evesham. Or Evesham. Or Evesham. I've got a lot of in my name now. But the ball gets played over the top by Joseph. Asante does latch on. Knocks the ball forward towards Evans on the wing. Gets down to the byline. Turns it infield. Crosses it in on the low. The shot was pretty poor. And then eventually it gets out for a corner. Which we haven't set up corners. And we haven't set up captains. We haven't set up penalty takers. We're just letting it go as it lies. Evan crosses it in towards the centre. It comes out to Amnu. He crosses it back into Godbridge, who hits the post with a half volley. And that's the end of that one. Right, we are playing Evesham. Evesham. I can't even say it now. It's the S's. It's got me all tongue-tied. But yeah, we're playing them. 43 minutes. We're approaching the halfway point. And we've got one more highlight. Is it a free kick? Free kick on the edge of the penalty area. Amnu's going to take it. It's slightly to the left-hand side. And he's just grazed the roof of the net as it's whizzed over. There's quite a bit of pace on that as well. I mean, what can you say to that? 3-0, 21 shots, 7 on target. Goal expectancy of 1.93. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. I mean, to be fair, I am hands on hips, happy so far. That's pretty much all you can say. You can't really have a go at them because they have been fairly dominant. And we go into the second half. And we have a highlight pretty early on. Joseph on the ball. Love that name, to be honest. I might sign him just for the fact of his name and the fact that we've had him for Cheshunt before. Flatley to knock it out over the top. There's Byron. Does get to the ball. There's Kenzini. Joseph again. Plays from the back over the top. Long ball towards Evans. Flag stayed down. He gets to the byline. Dinks it across. Anu hits a hat-trick. Or is it Asante? And now the whistle gets blown. No. How, someone please explain how the hell that was offside? He was on the byline and crossed it backwards. That means the ball was played back. Therefore, no one could have been on offside position. FM, you effed up there, bruv. Anyway, we're playing out from the back again with Russell, who does switch the play over towards, I'm going to say Cayenza. I have no idea what his name is. Goodridge in the middle, forward to Asante. Platt's there. And for some reason, with a clear chance on goal, he went for a dink straight into the crossbar. It doesn't matter. Asante's been able to get hold of the end of that. And it's now finally 4-0. This one's going to count. And Asante finally gets his goal. But I mean, why did he dink it there? He just had to tap it in. Some players do pick some bizarre choices. But it's good that the striker that we're trying to sign is on the score sheet. They got their first real attack of the game with a corner, and Lancet's over it. It's going to be an outswinger, knocks it in, and that's worrying. Latham's the goalkeeper we're planning on signing, and he came out and flopped at it. He didn't, I mean, he got his hands to it and just dropped it as well. I mean, it wasn't a punch clear. Nixon with a cross in. Amnu with a header, slightly wide. I'm going to pause it there just because it's 56 minutes. I think might as well see if we can't make a few changes. Tom Platt's not had the greatest game. We'll bring in, we've got 2 Pollocks. Of course we have. We're going to bring in Scott Pollock. He can play that role all right. He plays in midfield anyway. A midfield centre role is absolutely fine with him. Another player that's having he's not having a bad game by any means, but he's not up there in the greens at the minute. So we're going to be taking him off. And do you know what? I'm going to bring the other Pollock on. Ben Pollock. There we go. We've got 2 Pollocks on. And then we'll wait until about the 75th minute mark, and then we'll start looking to take some of the tired players out. We'll confirm those changes. Now, I have noticed a few of the players looking a bit complacent with their happiness and smiles. So what we are going to do is we're just going to tell them to focus. A couple of them will get miserable, but it will bring that level of complacency back down. As Goodridge and Anu plays a little 1-2. There goes Evans. Knocks it forward. There's Goodridge again. And he's just missed it. The whistle's for the corner, right? Yeah, there we go. It did get deflected then. And it's S. Pollock with the corner. He's going to be an outswinger towards the back post. And believe it or not, Asante's knocked in a second. Looks like he's got a few headed skills about him as well. Good goal. It was unmarked, free at the back. No one on him. He shouldn't have missed the target, that's for certain. But it's good to see him scoring. We're approaching the 75th minute mark. I am ready to hit that sub bench and make a plethora of changes, even if that's the right word, a plethora. Evans runs forward. Is he going to look for a shot? He does. I wouldn't say necessarily a poor shot, but it wasn't the greatest. So Joseph has had a fairly decent game. He's going to come off. Just looking down there, I think Joe Cummings can come on, playing in that central role. On the right side of defence, Tom Nixon has played fairly well. I shall bring on Zach Mills. Give him a go there. Kenzu playing on the left. We'll bring on Ferguson, Keegan Ferguson. Lewis Byron's tired, so we're going to take him off as well. Looking down, we've got Atkinson can play in that role. Asante is fairly tired, so we'll be taking him off. Looking down, I think Godson's the one of only 3 strikers. We'll go with Janelle Gordon. I love the sound of that name. And then we'll take hopefully our new signing off and bring in Avero. There. We've got 2 more players that could possibly come off, but we're going to leave them on the pitch for the time being. But we've made a lot of changes to the squad in one fell swoop. So we'll see what happens from here. They've got 15 minutes to sort of show us what they can do, so why not, as Evans is on the ball at the minute and he gets dispossessed fairly easy in the centre of the park. And the ball's played over the top towards the back line, easily cleared. Mills is on the ball again. Evans turns, this time he runs with the ball into a bit of space. Plays a nice ball forward to the centre to Averio. He's played with Gordon. Goodridge has knocked onto it and he's hit a post again. We are going to jump in because Goodridge, you're off. It's annoyed me, that has, more than anything. He's played well, but it did annoy me. Evans breaks down on the right. You watch it, he's going to knock the ball into Goodridge and Goodridge is going to score it. Evans gets all the way down to the byline, cuts infield, dinks it across. Gordon's there, off his head. Averio's there. And I believe that's a corner. It came off the defender last. Gonzalez is in. Pollock's going to take it. Goes towards the middle. Ball goes out, only as far as Cummings. Knocks it back towards Mills. Mills runs forward. He's got some pace on him for a defender. All the way down to the byline. Cuts it back. Evans knocks it across. Pollock. Weren't a bad effort. It weren't a bad effort at all. I've seen better efforts and I've seen worse efforts. It weren't a bad one. Pollock with an outswinger towards the centre. Headers to clear. Averio's there. Knocks it towards back post where Gordon is. Unmarked. It's in the goal, but I have a funny feeling. Yeah, I had a funny feeling he was offside. He looked quite a bit offside. Yeah, about 2 yards. Yard to 2 yards offside. But the fact that he was able to peel off unmarked, I think we should be punishing him a bit better than what we have. They've been poor. Ball gets knocked over the top. Pollard's there. Ferguson hits onto the ball. Averio, Gonzalez. Ferguson again. Knocks it infield towards Atkinson. He runs forward slightly. Back towards Pollock. Knocks it long over the top. Doesn't reach its intended target. But the two Pollocks combine to dispossess the player. Evans now on the ball. Looks to run to the wing. Knocks it forward. Mills is there. Loads of room. Right up to the byline. Early cross in. Gordon with a header. Just over the bar. Oh, you just want to sometimes grab hold of him and shake him. Pollard from the corner, short one, knocks it across the width of goal. Ferguson with a shot. Oof. I mean, I'm losing track on how many shots we've had already, but it's got to be pretty high. It's Pollock on the ball again, in towards Mills, who's played brilliantly since coming on. This time instead of crossing, he dinked it towards goal. And in the 87th minute and 5-1 up, you can't blame him, really. Another corner, Pollard. Towards the back post. Ball's too long, too heavy. Evans is able to pick it up, but loses it out to Pillinger. Another Pollard is there, or Pollock, shall I say, is there. Atkinson's over the top. Evans has chested it and dinked it. That was a really nice goal. Evans, you could take a bow there, friend. That was nice. It was tasty. Pollock with the ball here, knocks it back towards Mills, and when Atkinson gets it, he just dinks it over the top. Two players, Evans' chest, and then before they knew it, he just lobs the keeper with a little delicate dink. Very nice goal. And he was onside. He was onside. No need even for the lines, he was definitely onside. 38 shots in total. 41, it's still going up. 41 shots. And only scored 6 goals. Okay, I'm a little bit annoyed now. But still, XG of 5.36. And Evesham, I'm pretty certain, are they not around about the same league we're in? But the South? I remember playing them before. Well, anyway, that's exactly what we're looking for from pre-season. Nice outing. Can we do a pump the fists? Is there a pump fists? No. Raised hands, outstretched. There we go. That should happy. One person's complacent. He obviously didn't get to come on. Fair enough. Other one's uninterested. Well, not everybody gets to play in every game, I'm afraid. We do like to be a bit more diversified. Yeah, the expectations and a dominant win. Yes, it was. Now we just need to sign some of those players, please. go. 6-1. Isham United, where do they play? UK and Ireland, SL Division 1 South. I'm not sure exactly how far down the league that is. It's obviously lower than ourselves then. I didn't think it was quite that low. "19 trials are about to finish." Mohamed Amnu, yes, we know. We've desperately trying to sign him. Don't worry about it. We know that. He's looking good. These two aren't, that are on loan. Can't get rid of them though. Griffiths, yep, okay. Huddard, yep, we know about that. Evans, Kieran Evans. I'm going to add him to the shortlist. Can I approach to sign him still? No, I can't. He's not willing to consider joining us. He's too much of a... We'll add that to the shortlist as well. Byron. Do you know, he actually played really well. I was surprised. So I am going to add him to the shortlist for now. Joseph trial comes to the end. I would like to approach Joseph to sign, but that's it. On a non-contract rolling, probably go with £180 an appearance. Let's see if he'll wants 230. Go to 210. He'll accept. So if he plays, we'll pay him £210. But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully we get to be able to sign Asante. That'd be really nice. Averio, he played okay as well. I'll add him to the shortlist. Actually, I should actually add Asante. Can I add Asante? He must already be on there. Jude Russell, solid looking player. Didn't play as well, but I will add him. We must have an offer currently. We can't offer him anything. Kenzu didn't really have a great game, but he's 18. So we will add him as well. I think we're just pretty much going to be adding everyone here. Even the ones that didn't really get a game time. Probably not you, though. No. Nathan, we already got an offer going in for him. Goodridge. I liked him. Let's. I don't know if you can sign him on a... He's a fringe player. Can we get him on a rolling contract? No, we can't. So he's not going to want to sign. He is not going to want to sign. The agent wants a fee. Maximum allowed 1%. 190. How's that? 12 months. No, walk away then. I'll add you to the shortlist though. I'll keep an eye on you as we go. Season ticket sales. We've actually made 364 season tickets for the... Hang on. Oh, they've sold 364 for the upcoming season, and the board are expected to sell another 200, making that 564, yet we were told 600 in total. Right, okay. England trial day. Yeah. Can't see anything as it is. Do I do... No, I don't think there's any point at this point. They'll come up in trials. Once these trialists have ended, we can always get some more in. Right, we don't need to worry about that side of things. Don't need to worry about that side of things. Where are we? Come on. Those trials got to end sooner or later so we can get 16 more in. Right, offers made for Joseph. Right, okay, fair enough. He's unable to gain automatic qualification. You may choose to believe it. Yeah. I want to appeal it. I want that. I want him. I want him so bad. Right, here we go. Scouting update. What have we got here? Chris Smith, centre back. Transfer status. Well, do you know what? We do need one. Can we approach to sign him if he's free? Regular starter. We'll remove that. Suggest that. Yep, he loves it. And we don't love that. That was way too much. Can we do that in a list? No, we can't. Okay. So they've got no one for us. Have the trialists left? The trialists have still not left the club. And that goalkeeper's getting worse and worse. Contract. Can we offer the clubs for free? Try and get that £200 wage off the bill, please. I think we just saw that the trialists disappear. Still no offers. Can't you just retire? Just go away. I don't want you on the club anymore. 52 years old, mate. Yeah. Joseph offer. Yeah, another one for him. Okay, fair enough. The trialists have now gone. You can see that our team does not look as strong as it did before. But with that, what we'll do is go back over to the scouting. Players in range. Oh, hello. Oh, these are the ones that have already come out on trial with us, isn't it? You lot. Offer trial. 1 week. You two. Oh. You three. Offer trial. Offer trial. Offer trial. And then we'll just take a small section in here and offer those trials. So a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. These are all interested in joining us as well, so that's always good. And we know we've got a few potential people in there. Ryan Cassidy. Name rings a bell for some reason. He's Irish. Ryan Cassidy. I hope have offered him a trial. I have now. There we go. Don't know why the name rings a bell, but it does. So look through some of these names. Anything that really stands out? No, that's not who I thought that one was. No. Nathan Brown. Why does that one name ring a bell? So I'm just going to take a chunk from there as well anyway. Transfer, offer the trials. There we go. Right, so we've offered a plethora of trials again. Most of these are not going to want to. Set to go on trial. Yes. Yes. Someone's accepted an offer from somewhere else. Apparently. Yep. Someone else has gone somewhere else. Lots of snups. Ryan Cassidy's already gone somewhere. I have no idea what it looked, the name, so recognised it from somewhere and I don't know where. I didn't have a Cassidy for Cheshunt that I know of. Right, here we go. Do we want this guy? No. Nope. So, where is it? Contracts, terminate the trial. Yep. Next. Ugh. This is not looking good already. The first lot looked all right. No. This is the tedious part of it. Preferred position is playing as a striker. No. So far, not good. Check Diaby. Yeah, it looks good. Let him stay. He's not staying though. Yeah, we shouldn't keep coming up with that though. We have not picked a good bunch here. Owen Bray. Oh. Sorry, Owen. Oh dear, oh dear. These look awful. Luca Murphy. Sorry, Murphy, but with the other guy there, you look really bad. Most of these trials I've already I think I've only kept like, what, 2? And the last one, no, well, I give it, there are more. No, I've just spotted something that's going to break my heart. Terminate trial. And we'll get there in a minute. You can stay on. Billy Johnson can stay for now. Not you, though. No. Your trial's over. Sam French, yeah, you can stay for now. Asante! I mean, 1.1 thousand. I mean, he's not going to compete with that, but he's gone, isn't he? We lost to Asante. That was, yeah. And look, just to rub it in, we get that information twice over. It's like, no. And Gonzalez have gone to Torquay. And they're going to tell us twice over as well. It's just mean. These are all the not so fortunate ones that, well, none of them look really up to it. There's no sense. I mean, they're all young and whatnot, but there's no sense unless they're offers made for Russell as well. I'd love to go for Russell. He don't half want a lot, doesn't he? Go on then. Well, now see if we can get you down for an important player. Yeah, he's happy. That's good. Oh my word, 800. Trying to kill me. And apparently I can only offer 20. Really? Have you cut my wage budget or something? I haven't signed anyone. Wait, I can't make an offer. What has gone on with the finances? Committed spend 8,000. I haven't. That's a rolling contract. The work permit one and Latham are the only ones we've got coming in. I don't get it. I was going to offer some more trials, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. And work permit's being rejected. $120 days where he cannot play for us. So he's going to get unhappy, but he's willing to sign because he can pick up 300 quid a week. Do I want to waste £300 of my budget on a player that can't play for us? Yes, I think I do. I do. Because I just do. That was a bad idea. I can't even play him, and I've accepted. Why did I do that? I'm thinking long term, and I'm not probably going to be doing this long term. I will ask someone to welcome him to the squad. He looks good. Whether or not maybe he could be an instant cash cow for us down the line. He's worth 50k. So he's not even worth a fortune, but he played really, really well. We won't be talking to you today because we are going to jump back into the scouting screen, looking for players that are in range. Noah Cheeseman. Do we know anything about him? He's wanted by a few players. Noah Cheeseman, eh? Anyway, we're just going to go like this, and we're going to offer this lot a trial. See what happens there. Alright, here we go. Wow. Only one rejection. It's not bad. Now comes the bigger part. That's the Latham one. Boston have signed him. I didn't even get a chance to say maybe, maybe not. We signed him now. So, he's ours. So, there we go. We've got our second backup keeper now. That old boy can definitely go. Reed is set to... Oh, dear. No, he isn't. No, he isn't. This is... No. Nope. Yeah. Yes. No. Nope. No. No. Yes. No. Yes and then no. Terminate one as well. How many more we got? Don't know if I've already done that one. Sorry, George, not you either. It's not going so well. If it helps, we do have quite a few info through now. So, I mean, that goes in our favour. We've also got a lot that have got no information. as you could very much see. What to do? Offer another 7, another trial. What we got here? Trial finishes. Yeah. He's rejected. He's accepted. Someone's already gone to somewhere. 750 quid. We can't compete with that. Walker's accepted. Someone's snubbed us. Alright. Ryan Jamal, defender right hand side, looks pretty tasty. He's 20, so I am going to approach the side because he can play somewhere in the middle. Go back down to important player, which he's happy to, and then find out that I mean, not only is we're not going to be able to get him for that reason, but Jesus, 1,600. Sometimes they do ask ridiculous amounts. Josh Alterbonneson and Bumbandawumba, where his name is. No, I don't think so. Bye you. Walker looks very tasty. He could play as a striker. He is a striker. I don't think we need too many strikers, but we can get the odd striker in, especially someone who looks tasty. Considering we lost the Asante deal. The only problem is he wants way too much money for 12 months. We could try again later on down the line, I guess. Right, with that said, what's that done for us here? Do we go by ability? French striker, 22. Probably won't get. Stephen Walker wants too much. Harry Williams. Probably the best of the bunch there. He wants to be an important player. Let's get rid of that. See if we can get him down to a regular. We can. 450. Try 250. And we will give you Team of the Year bonus. Is it me or has that gone up? 300. 350. 350. 375 then. Blimey. They're driving hard bargains, I'll tell you that much. Other than that, there's nothing really that's screaming out to me. No one's going, sign me, sign me. Love that to be so. What we got? Defensive midfielder. Defensive midfielder. We've only got the 2, really. 3 more goalkeepers on trial. Don't think I really need 3 on trial. I'll keep the 1 on trial, being the Sam French, as he's the better one out of the 2. But the other ones will terminate their trials, I think. Now if we go to the lowest ability, fielder on the right, we're not going to want him. Already selected him and him. Defender on the right and full back on the left, probably not. So them 3 can also go. Apparently I can't. Has already been one of them's already been terminated. Okay. I have no idea how I managed to do that. Still one of them have been terminated. Right, Okay, I have no idea what. Maybe I already have terminated that contract. Oh, trial finished. Trial finished. Trial finished. And game against Chelmsford. Quickly go to players in range. Just see what else we've got here. And boom. Right. There we go. Willing. Someone's gone somewhere. Willing. Snub. Willing. Rejected. Fair enough. Can't please everyone. That's what my mother always used to say. Pardon me. Well, you can't please everyone. It's for certain, and I'm a tough cookie to please as well. Go on, you can stay for now. You're not, though. Terminate your trial. Terminate your trial. Terminate your trial. Oh, God. The pickings are slim. I think it does go to show the appreciation that anyone has for people that create all the YouTube content, especially for FM, because I mean we've been live for what does it say up there? Almost 2 hours, and we haven't got very far at all. Not lack of trying or anything. It just takes so long to get everything. Missed that one there. Everything processed at the beginning to set up for then recording 3 matches. So you know, understand why some of them say, oh, I've been doing it for hours, because it really does take quite a long time. It's just simple things like this, sifting through when you're starting off all the different possible trialists and players. Dad's right, looks all right. He looks all right. No thanks. I was really hoping we'd get some good, solid defended players in, but none of these really standing out at all. And that's the lot. That is everything. Lots on trial, nothing to shouty about really. The American looks pretty tasty. But we've already tried. It is what it is, though. At the end of the day, you can only get so much done. We go one more time again. I think I've gone to the wrong bit there. Players in range. I'll just try age. I don't know if you can. I tell you what. Let's add another search. If you want, there's got to be a way of doing it. Work permit charts. There we go. Two players pop up. Oh dear, oh dear. All right. Transfer offer trials to those. No work permit exempt. Okay, what if we go for homegrown status? Maybe one of our more likely opportunists. Alright, what we got? I'll offer a load more trials out. Our weekly budget is -60. I don't know how that happened because we haven't signed anyone. Bid rejected, bid rejected. Here we go. This is what we want to see. Some people coming in on trial. Hopefully we will find some good ones. So have one gone. Everyone seems to go elsewhere. No one wants to come join the Boston United revolution. Here we go again. Not good enough. Terminate the trial. Next. Oh, not good enough. This is not good. This is not good. Just give me a couple of half-decent players. Please, I beg of thee. Honestly thought Bruno Tavares was going to be a good player as well. Alexander Fisher looks pretty tasty. I just wonder if we can't get him on a... Can we not get him on a deal for like 140 quid for a 12 months? Yes, we can. 17-year-old goalkeeper. That ain't bad. That is not bad. I mean, halfway through this season, we might even be able to get some cash in for a player like that. Defender's not good enough. I need something to come up that just goes, ha, it was worth all the effort. But as things stand, the answer to that question is no. Nothing is coming out of the water, and I keep saying it's very slowly, in case magically one appears. No, they just all seem rather pathetic. That is a shame. And we go straight into a game. We lost all the ones that we had in before. So yeah, quick pick again. There's that Raul Jahimel that we just won't talk to us. Alexander Fisher's there as well. Looking fairly decent. Stephen Walker, the striker. Czech Diaby, who is French and leaving us after today on the trial front. I'm just have a look down, see if there's anyone worth putting in. Not really. I mean, our best player can't even play for us because of the work permit, which sucks. So that's the team for this one. A whole new lineup. We are going to let the computer pretty much decide and run things. I will tweak the information against Chelmsford City. Let's we thrash arms, hands in pockets. I want to see. Give me some selection headaches, people. I'm going to go positive again. We are going to change the instructions. I should have done this before. We're not going to play the overlaps. We are going to add that. We're not going to leave that alone. Be more expressive, yes. Work into the box is fine. Transition, yes, yes, yes. Roll it out, please. Distribute quickly. Out of possession. I didn't actually get onto this last time, I don't think. Bring that back line back just a fraction. It may give us a little bit more. We will stop crosses and trap them on the outside. Everything else looks good. Alright, here we go. Boston versus Chelmsford. And absolutely nothing is happening. Czech Diaby isn't even receiving the ball. He's sitting at 6.5. He's not doing nothing with it. But we do have a corner. And it'll be right to take it. Knocks it back post. Diaby may not have done anything, but he did do one thing right. Smashing a header from Daz Wright straight into the corner. That was quite a powerful header as well. Bang. Rifled it in with his head. That was a solid goal. I like the look of him. It's a shame that he's French, because the chances are he's not going to get a work permit. But we can see what happens there. It's nice defensive work. Headed ball back down to Fisher, who rolls it back out towards Williams. Williams to Hall. Hall's going to hold the ball up there. Forward in towards Walker, who plays down the line to right. Then to another Walker, who knocks it across forward to Rickford. Knocks it over. There's Jamal. Hamilton. Shoots it in the top left corner. Oliador Hamilton. Interesting name. (2-0) when we weren't playing that great, as they Chelmsford now try to prove, with James knocking the ball long over towards Grant, who gets down to the byline, cuts inside a little bit, knocks the ball across. Acosta has a crack, and we're able to get a foot on the ball and make it go over the bar and giving away a corner. Acosta's going to take this, his arms up, so he's going for a high, over the top, out swinger. We're able to get our heads on it, but it only goes as far as Alpha. He loses out to Diaby, who knocks it into the crowd of fans. I'm getting tongue-tied and tired, I'll tell you that much. But 2-0, we're not looking so bad at the moment, as we got a free kick right to swing it towards back post. Ball gets cleared and Terry's about to break a breakaway. He slows up, gives us enough time to get players back. Also gives them time to find a gap as Grant breaks through, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. And apparently we're missing a whole stand because that ball just went into a muddy field. Boston, you need to improve your stadium. Grant again. Da Costa swings it in. That hits the top corner of the goal. It was a good shot. Strong, powerful. Not playing as well as we did in the first one. That was a really strong shot. I'm not going to actually shout out. I'm not doing nothing because what I shall do is give him a little bit of aberration. Jump straight into tactics because I'm going to make some changes early. 6.4 from Dan Walker. I'm not happy with that. So we're going to bring someone else on. We're going to bring Cheeseman in. We've got 2 lots of 6.5. Ricard hasn't played very well, so we're going to bring in another right. We're going to bring in Jake Wright to play alongside Daz Wright in that midfield. Walker's also going to come on, and we're going to bring that Bruno Tavares on. Just, I mean, might as well give him a game anyway. He's going tomorrow. And then see where we go from there, because the rest of the team don't look too bad. We say that knowing that we're 2-1 up with a lower XG, even though we've had 5 shots on target. Our conversion rate's pretty poor. Not a lot has happened in the last 60 odd minutes. And as soon as I get to about 72, 73, I will make a change. Platt's going to be one to come off. I will wait to the end of the highlight though, as Tavares breaks forward towards White. Tavares again, knocks the ball forward. There's Diaby. Platt knocks it over the top. Tavares is going to get there. He's one-on-one, and he's going to rifle it in. That wasn't a bad shot. That was really good. It's a shame his trial's ending because his attributes are really low. Or his star rating's really low, should I say. His attributes might not be as low, but don't take the risk. But that goal was a rocket. And really much against the run of play. So, here we go. Platt's going to come off. Pollock's going to come on. Harry Wilson's off. I'm going to put APAC on. Jamal's pretty much almost injured, so Zach Mills is going to come on there in place of him. We're also going to bring off Hall, if we can. No, we can't, apparently. Alright, we're swapping for Pollock. And then we'll take Hall off, and we'll bring Atkins on there. And leave everything else as it is for the time being. I think they can make out towards the end of the match, because they're some of the best players leaving them on the pitch at the moment. 3-1 up, 10 minutes to go, looking good for the win now. I'm not going to change any instructions, not this late in the game. 9 shots in total, 7 on target, and 3 converted. Not a bad return. We weren't the better team according to the XG by a long shot, but we did enough to get the win. I think that's the important part about that. I'm going to say it's an encouraging result. It may only be pre-season, but that was an encouraging result because they ground out the win. Trials are finishing. And there is absolutely no one there that really shone. I think that's the right word to describe any of that lot. Right, I've offered a load of trials to the Welsh contingency. Well, we've got 2 Scottish ones there, so let's offer those trials as well. We've got any Northern Ireland. We've got 3 Northern Irishmen. They shouldn't require work permits either, so we'll offer them a trial. I'm not sure about the Irish. We are going to offer them a trial, but I'm not. He says that as it decided that it no longer wants me to do that. I'm not sure whether or not they class. If they class Ireland as a part of the UK on this game or not. So we can only assume that things will go our way eventually. So Griffith's bid has been turned down. He is. I'm going to have to scout the player because he's out of contract, so we can sign him, but the club don't wish to let him speak to us. We're just going to go through these trials. Brendan Averio. Yeah. I like this guy. I think we just remove all this. He's happy. It's this side that I don't know why I've got no money. Why have I got no money all of a sudden? It's not fair. Oh, come on, invest a little bit. Just a little bit of money. You know you want to. Finances. What have I got? We got 184 grand. You're actually making money. Can I make a board request? Finances. Increase the wage budget, please. It's not going to let me do any of that, is it? If I go on non-contract, can I do anything there? Pound. Sucks. It's going to go somewhere like it's consolidated. Oh dear, oh dear. We need some influx of cash somehow. Right. Here we go again. Transfer contracts. Terminate the trial. Yep. Terminate the trial again. It's just going to be a case of terminating trials here. Nothing seems to be even close to being any decent. And I've had some real good luck with Welsh players in recent times. Not so much now. This lot looks about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Not one so far that's even worth looking at properly. Oh, hello. One, Connor O'Reilly. Not exactly great, is he? But so far the best of the bunch. What else is out there? Daniel Bramall. He can stay. And that's it. So two out of all of that contingency. Wasn't very great, was it? Right, let's just get through these ones. Make sure none of them are mistakes. They're not. It's a shame that we've not been able to really do anything. I think what we've got, I don't know if we signed anyone really. One or two, and one of them can't even play. I was a silly fool to accept that one. He was just so good, I didn't want to lose out. Williams set, Harry Williams, fee 0, wage is quite high. Central defence, who can defend, he's got some decent mentality, he's got a tiny bit of speed. 375 quid though. Well, there we go. We have signed someone at least. So we've got a goalkeeper in, we've got a defender in, we've got one awesome player that cannot play for us, which kind of sucks. And fans are only happy with a B level at this player. I mean, I thought they'd be a bit more happier. He does look a nice, solid little defender for where we are in the leagues. Right. Sam French trial has come to an end. Here's the goalkeeper. He's 21. Did we make an offer? We didn't, or we did. One of the two. We did make an offer for a goalkeeper, I think. 17-year-old Alexander Fisher. Highly inactive deals. Right, there we go. Alexander Fisher. Australian. Sam French. Really tasty. Nope. Can't afford you, mate. We'll add you to the shortlist, but I can't afford you. Cameron Gregory, another goalkeeper. Do you know what? That's Latham. These are our ones. These are our ones. This Jake Loveland, 16-year-old. We'll release him on a free. Will Rickard. He didn't have a great game, did he? But he isn't a bad player. Let's have a look. Breakthrough prospect is all he's after, so that's a good sign. He's happy to play as a part-time, as a non-contract, but if we can get him, on 65 quid a week, 12 months, at say £25. Let's see what that says. He's happy to sign for that. That's a good little deal, that. I think that's a good little deal. It means he can't just leave on a whim. Check Diaby. Scored a good goal. Looks a good player. He wants to be a regular starter. Let's see if we can get him for a squad player. We can. It's the cash flow. Struggled Dean high enough standard for work permit even after appeal. That's what I was worried about. I think because it will tie up our wages for a while. I don't want to go mad on an offer. So I am going to lock it there. And you don't want to talk. It's a shame because we could have used a striker of that quality. Joseph has gone to Cardiff Met Uni. Where do they play? UK and Ireland Division. They're in the Welsh Premier League. Okay, so he's gone to Wales. Well, I think, is he Welsh or English? Englishman. Well, I can't say. I mean, he's gone for apparently nothing. So we can still approach to sign him. Not currently interested in the contract because I'm not joining a new club. Okay, so there is a possibility of signing him down the line. He's on a short list. Can't believe that. The board have rejected my increase for wages. There's no achievement. Free agent. Regular starter. And go for a squad player. Let's see what he says there. He wants way too much money. Way too much money. Ow. Right. Well, I mean, I could try go back down the old scouting route again. I mean, they're coming up with free agents here, but players in range. This is where the magic happens. Positions. Do need a striker and we do need a midfielder. Possibility of getting one. I mean, who's bid for that one? Clubs Hamilton and Richmond. Lots there. I suppose it's just a case of... Oh, hello. There's quite a lot of them. Let's offer trials to all of those strikers. We'll see if any of them come good. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. A lot of them incoming, a lot of them didn't want to come. Bit of a mixed bag of results, but we've got 18 inboxes. So, how do we go about sorting through these lot? I think we're just doing the in-squad if we can't. Rather than doing it all here, we can select all the rubbish players, which looks like all of them. Not one so far. Not worthy. No, none of them. That sucks. It's not a decent striker. I mean, Czech Diaby would be pretty nice. Overpriced and chances of getting a work permit non-existent. I don't think so anyway. So, I mean, what can you do? Ricard, can't do nothing with that. Right. Alexander Fisher's been work permit. Ah, really? I thought we could sign him. I'm pretty certain that. Didn't think that would be a problem. Cheeseman wants too much. We'll add him to the shortlist anyway. Walker's trial comes to an end. We'll add him to a shortlist, but we'll also approach Desai. He's not interested in renegotiating. Kennedy Williams, no thanks. Dan Walker, no. Not even pronouncing yours. No. I would like to. He's not currently interested in talking to us anyway. Boston trials also finish. Czech Diaby. It's not actually that good when you look at this side of things. There's no speed. I'd like some speed. It's got a weird shape. I like the heart shapes. The heart shapes in strikers are fantastic. When you think Haaland's heart shape is pretty much this whole thing here with a dip in the middle. Just shows you how low these guys are ranked, bless them. I mean, can we approach decide him? We can. He wants way too much money. Walk away. Walk away. I'm trying to improve the squad with zero cash flow. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I think that's the fun of the lower tiers as well. Bournemouth, another one bites the dust. Jude Russell has gone. I mean, he looks a really nice tasting defender, and he's gone to Warsaw. All the decent ones keep getting snapped up elsewhere, or they want to sign for us, but we haven't got the money. Fisher's granted the work permit, so he's set to sign on a very low, well, is it fee? 150 quid a month. Yeah, you can't, £150. It's nothing really, considering that the old boy that we've got stuck in the squad is a lot. He's paid 50 quid more than that. You know, Daz right. I would like this guy. This guy looks decent enough. Can we do something? Will you work with us? Can you do something? He wants 550 quid. 160. It's part time. No. I'm not going to get held to ransom. He weren't a bad player, but Hamilton, midfielder. Not really worth it. And Fisher to be unveiled. No, he isn't, because, well, I'm in a mood. Right, abilities. Let's go. Right, what we got? You lot. Terminate trial. There it is. And then all of them. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Terminate trials, yes. These are the only two strikers. They're no good either. Terminate their trials. What we got? Elliot Andrews. I'll leave them in there for now, but Daniel Barnell, Scottish inverted winger on the left. Bags and mental, no aerial, which is fine if he's going to play on the wing. Bags of speed and some technical about him. The speed looks good. What is he going to want? A bit of star player? Yeah, right. Remove all of that. No, we're removing exclude. He'll be a regular. He said regular. Walk away. Sorry, mate. I can't be held ransom. It's a shame because he looked like a good player as well. And the chat's rather quiet tonight. Young trial finishes. Yeah, all these rubbish ones finished. I'll have to shortlist. You never know. He might come back for him at a later date. No. Oh, man. Another good one gone. It's going to be left slim picking soon. Boston United trial has finished for Daz Wright and another. Yeah. Right, what have we got left? Got any trialists left? Bramwell's still here. Three trialists left. So we quick pick this one. Gregory's going to take the lead. Mills is on the bench. Nixon's been picked ahead of him. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're looking at the team now. You can see how short we are in places. Oh, dear, oh, dear. It's a good thing we've still got lots of pre-season left to possibly be able to wiggle some more out of this squad. Be nice if we can get rid of some of the players. That's the thing. If we could just get some of the rubbish players. I mean, look, oh, hello, bright pink kit. Right, this time round, I am not going to touch a thing other than substitutions. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to change the instructions around like I normally have done. I'm going to leave it completely bare where it is, and just see what happens. And as it is, we've got the first highlight. Pollock breaks through on that left-hand side. Nice ball in towards Andrew, hits the crossbar, although the linesman has pulled for offside. I think he was blind, if you ask me. But Pollock again. Nice little ball through to O'Reilly in the end. Ferguson now plays with his marker. Hassi, how can he pronounce that? Andrews is there with the header. Elliot Andrews, assisted by Scott Pollard. That wasn't a bad goal. It really weren't. Ferguson here plays a nice little ball down towards Hanasui, who knocks it over the top for Pollock to latch onto and get the cross across. Andrew, easy header in the end, just to dink it in. It's Higginson at the moment. We're able to get the ball off him, and there's Pollock again. He's played pretty well so far from what I've seen. Knocks the ball over towards the top. Andrew latches on. He's now run down towards the byline. Had to try and cut back, doesn't do it very well, and they're able to clear. But only as far as Cummings, who loses out to Keaton. Bit of a back and forward motion here. What was that name? Windroman. Anyway, Keaton loses out to O'Reilly, Ferguson, Andrews. The centre attacker there is coming all the way back. Pollock at the back. Have we got two Pollocks on the pitch today? Yeah, we have. Knocks the ball long and over the top. And he's not going to get... Yes, he does. Nixon gets there right by the corner flag. Knocks it into Bramall. Dinks it over towards Andrew. And Andrew with a second-headed goal. The sun's got a head to him, I'll tell you that much. He's got a head on him. I thought Nixon would have lost it there, and when he got the ball through the Bramall, and it was a beautiful little dink over towards Andrew. Easy, simple header on his Henry. But it's 2-0 to the boss, and we're bossing it at the moment. 7 shots, 2 on target. XG's a 0.85, which isn't too bad. Only the 1 corner, 6 fouls committed, but not too bad. It's the passing completion I want to get a little bit higher. I like to sit my teams with about an 80-82% possession overall. Passing accuracy. As it gets through towards Bramall on the far left again, who does get challenged, but he's still able to recover, and that was a poor attempt at a pass. But we got the ball back, and Atkinson now with the ball. Pollock knocks it over towards the top towards Andrews. I thought he was offside. Line stayed down, but it did hit the outpost outside of the post. It goes up for the goal kick. Immediately taken, still got the highlight. And maybe they're having a chance with McAdam and Hayland. They're coming forward, but nope, they go back. Julian over the top. Goes nowhere. Cummings is able to collect that and play it out from the back with Ferguson. He plays the long ball forward towards Andrews, who does retain possession. Gets a little 1-2 from Bramall. And is that 3 or is that offside? The line has gone up. The flag has been waved. The ref has blown. It's been disallowed. Yeah, it was offside, but I mean, it's a friendly. Ref, you could have given that one. It would look much better on the score sheet. So it hit half time, 2-0 up. Possibly could have been more. I'm not going to argue too much though, so dressing room it is. I'm going to say I didn't like to see what I see, and then I'm going to change to the individuals that look stressed and just say you're doing well. Ferguson switched off. Well, I'm going to make a change almost instantly then. Ferguson, you're coming off, I'm afraid. Stepson's coming on. We don't need players looking switched off. As Gregory plays it out from the back. Hassani, that's his name. Hassani, I like that. Hassani to Pollock. Nixon now running infield towards the centre half. He gets it to O'Reilly. There's Hennessy. Knocks it over the top. There's no one there. It was pretty poor, if you ask me, from him. And now we're on the defensive foot. Easily picked up. Atkinson to bring it out. Bramall now. O'Reilly. Bramall again. Played pretty well so far. And O'Reilly gets through. Nice outside foot shot. Comes off of the woodwork and back out into play. Not bad from the boss. We're doing all right. It may only be a friendly. We may be against slightly lesser opposition today, especially with the what looks like half reserve team out against us. But I just think we should do more. Here goes Andrews, breaks through. He gets the hat trick. Is it going to stick this time? Doesn't seem to be a flag. It is 3-0. It's not quite a perfect hat trick, but 2 headers either side and a nice low driving shot. Ain't a bad hat trick. Oh, there's a quick one there. Another highlight. Doesn't look like it really leads to anything. As Jelfs is able to jump on the ball, knock it long from the goalkeeper. Fardell does get there, but only as far as Pollock, where he heads into no man's land, really. Pollock wasting the opportunity to play out from the back and hits it long and leaves us back on the front foot as Grock tries to get through on goal. 1-2 with the goalkeeper, almost. There's a bit of a worry. Atkinson to bring it out, knocks it forward towards Pollock. There goes Andrews. He's on his own. He didn't fancy the run at goal, so he took a smash. Can't blame him for it, to be honest. You haven't got the pace, have a crack. Better to get a shot on target than nothing. 65 minutes. Let's jump in and do some changes. Team's looking a bit tired. Nixon's going to be the first one off with Mills. I like friendlies. It gives you the chance to literally change the whole team around. Bramall's played pretty darn well on the right hand side. And with the options I have, I think I'm going to use Wright. He's played okay in pre-seasons. Andrews has been brilliant. He's got his hat trick, so he's going to make way. I'm going to give... I'm going to give Mitford a go, because we gave Gordon a crack at the whip last time, and he didn't really do much. Joe Cummins has been brilliant, but Harvey Williams is going to come on there. I'm going to take one of the Pollock boys off. Shields is coming on. We've got a few more subs we can make. I think we're going to take O'Reilly off and then leave it till later on. We are going to bring in... I'm bringing Platt, and I think we have just missed a goal. Is that Andrew again? It looks that way. Is there going to be a replay? Nixon with the ball. Pushes forward down one side. Gets to the edge of the 18-yard box. Dinks across in, and Andrew with his third headed goal. So, if you want to say it, he's got a hat-trick of headers and then a little side foot. Properly killed the game dead. The crowd has gone quiet. XG is 2.0, yet we've got 4 goals from 4 shots on target out of the 19. And we've got an injury. Oh, no, we've got an injury to Mills. He's one of the better players. Can we bring Nixon back on? No, we can't. Right. Well, Tom's going to have to play out of position. And if he's going to play out of position, we are going to take Atkins off for McClintock. And, Platt's going to play in that position, actually. And then I'm going to put Godinson on there. The only one that started, really, other than the goalkeeper, is Pollock. And I'm not changing him because he's been brilliant. He's only got 6 minutes to last. worrying that Mills is out injured. I'm hoping that's not going to be a long-term thing because, well, if it's long-term, it's going to cause a bit of a problem. Exactly what I'm looking for in pre-season. We like that. Fingers crossed. And for fuck. He's out. 3 to 5 weeks. We've already got one out 4 to 5 months, and now 3 to 5 weeks. Although they're probably going to be back roughly the same time, looking at the dating. Doesn't help, does it? It really doesn't. Players in range. We've been looking at strikers. Do I look at more strikers? Or should I just switch to defenders? We don't need goalkeepers anymore. We've got plenty. Really, I want central defenders. Right. Ignore those ones, and we're going to go from there. So drag that down. Let's see if we can't get a decent defender in amongst that haul. Offer the trial 1 week. Let's go. There's going to be a lot of rejects in, I'd imagine, as well. We'll soon find out how many actually will come. There's one that's accepted an offer elsewhere. Two, not even will come to us, and we've just got to hope that these are going to be a decent bunch of lads, because we could really do with a couple of solid defenders. That seems to be the lot of them. Alright, let's have a little butch. What we got? Rubbish, 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 rubbish. Well, not necessarily rubbish, just not very good. Damn it. Really is not what you want to see. Not a good start so far. I'm pretty certain I found a lot more players when I was at Cheshunt doing the same similar type of startup, and it just it's not really looking good for us at all. It's probably easy doing it this way. Do I want to talk to you? No, I don't. Where are we? Schedule, scouting. There we go. Players in range. I am just going to. Can't do that. Why not? I don't really want to have to keep going through offer trials all the time. It takes forever to get anything done. All right. Think. What else? We could do with a decent defensive midfield, although Harry Griffith. We've got a scouting in progress on him. Can we see anything yet? Not enough to determine viability at all. There's not many defensive midfielders. I mean, there's defensive midfield and midfield. Yeah, I mean, Mason Goodridge. He weren't too bad. He was actually not too bad at all. I think we had a problem trying to sign him though. Fringe player, £375 a week. Still can't even afford that. We can afford £20. Really? All right, here we go. This is not looking good. They're all rubbish. They're all rubbish. What do I want on the pitch size? Well, I certainly don't want a wide pitch. What's the smallest pitch available? 90 metres is minimum allowed. We're going with the minimum. Pure reason is we haven't got the width and the pace to do anything, so we're going to have to go minimum. If I had some speedy players in the team, it would be a different story, but we haven't. And it looks like Andrews' trial is finishing. I didn't know Andrews was on trial. Elliot Andrews, that was the striker, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Actually wouldn't mind signing this young lad. We can get him on a good enough deal. He wants a non-contract, so we go part-time. Can we get you on 95 quid a week for 2 years? Not 350 quid, about 45. Substitute fee. How about that? He wants 350 quid. Whatever. Yep, fine. We'll have it. We need strikers. You scored a bunch load of goals, so yeah, well, we'll see why not. Bramall is a numpty that wants to be a star player wherever he goes. We'll remove and exclude that, and we'll lock that in. Not being a star player. End of story. All right. No then. Conor O'Reilly. No, he weren't quite worth it. Season tickets, right. 514 out of 600 sold, and they're expecting another 100 to sell, which will take it just over the 600. That's good if you ask me. Dunfermline can offer him what they like. Bye-bye. Oh, my bad. What have we got left? Yeah, that's right, Sam. It is difficult when you start off on a new one right from scratch. I have heard many people like to try and add money in with an in-game editor, but there are ways of making money from the start. Oh, hello, what we got here? Wanted. Lewis Beckett, 19-year-old, left-sided midfielder. Looks rubbish, but not rubbish at the same time. Right, let's see what we can do. You don't mind that side of things. He wants an... Oh, Jesus, walk away. Why are they doing that to me? So, yeah, sorry, Sam. The ways of making money in this, Wigan have approached. I'm not going to be able to compete with Wigan. He still wants to be... Well, do you know what? I'm going to offer him what he wants, except for the wages. Nope, buy it. So what you do is go to your squad. Click my values here. So take someone like Jordan Burrow, for example. I mean, he's out injured for us, but you click on someone like Jordan Burrows, you go to your transfers, you offer him to a club, and then you lower it down to like the lowest possible. I think it was worth something like 5k. Then you offer him to club. That is literally as quickly as you do. Right? It's not going to work with an injured player, or at least it shouldn't do. But when you go forward the next day, let's go forward an actual day. When you go forward the next day, you will get what most people normally get is, you had no people interested in such and such players, right? When that happens, it's because people are asking too much money. You lower it right down to like the bare minimum. Then you'll get some nibbles, 3 or 4 teams. The more the better. And then all you do is you reject all their offers, and then you offer him out again. But just for a little bit more money. And each time you offer him out for a little bit more money, eventually you'll be down to just one team interested. And then eventually you will find the maximum amount of money they're willing to part ways with. Obviously, you've already reject, and then you reject the last one. Well, you reject what turns out to be their last one, and then no one's interested. Then you repeat the process back from the beginning again. So you go from 1 to say it was worth 1 to 10 million. You start off with, say, 500,000. You get teams interested. You then up and up and up and up and up that as the time goes on. And then eventually the total fee comes to about 8 million. And then no one bids for him. So you go back, do the process again. And then at about 7.5, when you get your last offer in, before you know the next one they don't offer, that's the price that you're going to get. That's your best price. And it can work in other ways as well. On one of my private saves, as an Arsenal fan, it is hard to say this, but I sold Saka on Arsenal. I managed to push it up to 185 million. I think it was worth up to 140 at the time. And I kept pushing up. And Barcelona and Real Madrid were literally back and forth. Barca pulled out, and I managed to get Real Madrid to bump up 2 more offers before I accepted. I had to go back for it again, but I accepted 185 million with a sell-on fee as well. So, I mean, that wasn't too bad. But and it works for the lower leagues as well. In my early days at Chesson, apart from a really random one, which was worth like a buttload of cash, most of them 20, 30, 120 grand here, 90 grand there, those sort of deals. Normally they would have been about half that. But by doing the process, and it does take a long time, by doing the process, you're able to maximise the amount of money you get in. Now, the difference is once you do get that money in, you'll notice that a lot of the lower league clubs have similar things like this. You get 30% of your transfer revenue made up until blah, 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 blah. Now, the first season you're with a club, especially in the lower leagues, you cannot change that unless they lose money. That's how it's going to be. If you ask for increases, the answer is going to be no. But after your first year, you can start asking for a transfer budget increase. If we go to finances, you'll see it. Have I got it on here? Increase season? No, I haven't got available. But you can ask to increase this percentage. So as soon as that's available, start doing it. Start doing it straight away, because you're maximising the amount of money you're getting for them. Therefore, the clubs in long term is going to make more money. which means you're going to have more money in your kitty, which is your transfer budget. Now, until you're in, I would say, the National League, you won't probably use a transfer budget. So you can move that around to your scouting, to your wage budget, and therefore maximize the amount of money you're spending on free transfers, which means when you come to resell any of your players, it's even more profit because you're not paid for them in the first place. It's a long game when you play it that way, but it is the only way to really maximize your... see, look, Chesham are now in for him. And I can't even approach to sign him. It sucks. But yeah, that's how you maximize your transfer revenue the best way possible. That's how you make money. And that's the best tip I could possibly give you for your transfers in lower leagues. So here we go. No offers for Barrow. So it took 2 days, a day longer than normal. Now, he's injured, so no one's going to come in for him anyway. But if he wasn't injured, especially if he was playing well when I decided to sell him, I would probably have about 4 to 5 offers now. And then all you do is you do not touch that. You do not touch the add to transfer list. You just, there'll be another button here that says offer to clubs. Offer to clubs again, or sometimes you have to reject them all, click on the name, then offer to clubs. But you keep offering him out and just up it a little bit each time. That's the best way of doing it. Mason Goodridge. Yeah, it's the same one. You can't. Sucks. I discovered these players. Well, I suppose I didn't really discover them, but Tom Nixon is getting better and better. Look at that. That's nice. Not one of ours, though. So, I mean, some of these are all not too bad, but Jones don't look too bad. But it's the amount of money that people want is a bit, I mean, 250. It's a bit rich, isn't it? 95. 250. 160. Come on. Nope, don't want to talk to me. He thinks I'm a knobhead. Yes, we got Andrew Elliott, though. That is good news. It's astronomically high playing bonus, but you got him on the cheap. He's signed, so we've got a backup striker who's already scoring goals. That's good. And Daniel, yeah, he's gone. Go on, bye. Stupid idiot. But no, I think that first chance of getting Asante, we should have gone all out on that one player because he was astronomically good and he was willing to join us. Downside was I think I was trying to maximise what we had and get at least 3 or 4 players in, whereas he would have taken up the whole wage bill and then we really would have been struggling. Last friendly of the night, and then I shall probably call it quits. Or say the night. It's currently, what is the time now? It's 5 a.m. in the morning. Wow. There you go. I will try and do another live stream at some point this week, if I can. I wouldn't say Pacific time it will be on, but I'll say I will try. Obi, no, I don't think any of these are going to be any good for us. Let's have a look at them. So we scroll up. No. Some are tempting for their potential, but nah, not at this point. I think we've got to try and maintain a sense of normality in the wage budget, that's for certain. I'm not really worried about squad numbers, so they can auto number that. And you haven't got to worry about your limitations. There isn't so many. You haven't got to have so many homegrown and so many of this and so many of that. In the lower leagues, there is none. There's basically no rules. You can have 400 players in your squad and rotate them. Nothing's going to change for that on that front, which is nice. It is nice when you can not have to worry about things like that. Right, this is the team that the computer decided to go with. They've decided to change the goalkeeper to Latham for this friendly. None of the... Oh, they ain't even playing. We've got multiple injuries. I mean, he's got a work permit issue, but it shouldn't stop him from playing in friendlies, right? Because he was able to play in friendlies. No, it is. It does. It won't let him play in a friendly. Oh, well. And I've got to wait about 100 odd days before I can possibly sign him as well, which kind of... I mean, he's our player, but... what was he worth? 24 to 50k. Can we offer him out for 40k maybe? Probably won't want to go because he's just signed a contract, so probably a bad idea. But again, after the last one, I'm not going to touch any of the things. It's a friendly. We're more worried about just getting the game time for the friendlies, having a look at some of the trial lists, and with the game time and the training, it gets them more used to the different roles that we're asking them to play. And then hopefully by the time the season starts, we will be a lot more consistent and what's the word I'm looking for? It's completely lost me. But our cohesiveness in the tactics would have got better as well. That's the key part of pre-season. A lot of people like to try and zoom through pre-season as quickly as they can, but the key is play friendlies. You can squeeze more friendlies in, the better. It doesn't matter if it's you're playing friendlies against Manchester United in front of 40,000 people, or you're playing Joe Blogg's league down the road in front of 20 people. It doesn't matter if you lose 3-0 to a Premier League club, or you win 21-0 to a Sunday pub team. It is literally getting the team to play in those positions that you've picked them for, so your tactics can have time to become familiar with everyone, so everyone becomes familiar with your tactics. You know, when the season starts, you're hot off the press, and the reason you have multiple tactics is so that every now and then you can swap the tactics around when you're playing certain teams or certain formations that you know you play better in a different way. That's probably the key element to the tactical side of things. But honestly, sometimes when you're on a winning run, it really ain't going to matter too much what your tactics are, as long as you don't leave massive gaping holes. If you're on such a winning run and your team are performing really well and your strikers are scoring or your midfielders are scoring, the goals will come and the win will come. Eventually you will have a drop, but yeah, I mean, it's not overly thing. Consistency is more key to the whole dynamics than anything else. And with Football Manager, you've got to play an attacking formation. There's no point in playing a defensive lineup all the time, so you don't want to... It's nice to have 3 at the back and 2 wing backs, yes. But if you're going to play that, then you've got to be pressing forward. You don't want to just be a hold-back person, as it's just not going to work. With that, I am going to go slightly attacking. I'm going to bring that attacking width in a bit, and we're going to up the shot, slightly shorter passing. I'm going to take the overlaps off in transition. We're pretty fine, except for I want it to be rolled out. Out of position, I'm just going to drop back one more. And I'm just going to ask them to hit them on the press. Team looks fairly fine, although I'm going to keep an eye on the left back because we have that issue already. So we do not need another injury on that front. But Goddison now on the ball. We missed the first goal with my rabbiting. Ferguson now breaks it down on the right hand side, gets the ball infield, and there's Wright with his second goal of the game. And it's a header. I mean, it's something about headed goals. Maybe I've got some good headers of the ball. Ferguson did well, get that ball in, right on his head, dead accurate. And he's, to be honest, is the one I'm looking to take off. Protect him more than anything else. We're going to do that pretty much now. We're going to bring in Argabo on there. Williams is also going to come off. We're going to take him on the youngsters. The yellow cards, we're going to take him off there. We're going to confirm that and jump straight in and see what just happened. Masters has got a goal, apparently. Left-sided midfielder. Ball comes all the way in. Headed out. Jones collecting it. Masters outside on the D. That was a sweet strike. That was a sweet strike. You can't argue with a crack like that, can you? It's definitely killed the home fans. Dover have dropped off since then. 3-0, and we're still pushing. There's another corner with yeah, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that gentleman's name. But the ball comes in anyway, and it comes back to him. And there's Richardson. OB. Oh. Audacious effort from there. Almost like a dink with a curl to it. Weren't bad. Not much is going to happen at the moment, so we are just going to take off some more of the tired people. Oh, hello, thank you. Who else we got? Kieran Murphy, defensive midfielder. We have got Kemp. He can play in that position. A lot of these are still trialists, so get the last use out of them. I'm going to bring right back into position there. I'm going to give Gordon another crack of the whip. I think that'll do us. We got just under 20 minutes to play. 3-0 up. There's no sense in going too mad. I mean, most of these players wouldn't be picked for the team normally anyway. They're very young. And their attributes are pretty abysmal. But we use them because it's not necessarily about getting the players playing at the moment in this pre-season. It's more about getting the tactics understood by all the players. And the more games that are played, the more training you're able to do, the higher that goes up. Getting ready for the actual kick-off of the season. It's full time, 3-0. I wonder why it was asking me about substitutions then, but there we go. Do you know what? Nice one. This is what we want to see in pre-season. Winning's always good. It gives a winning mentality, even if players are not playing and they get the ump. If you're constantly winning, it stops them from getting proper publicly humpy, unless obviously you're ignoring them in the Champions League and they're like a superstar. Then they're going to get umped no matter what. Right. What should we have a look at again? No active in, no active out. Obviously no active out. Squad. So these are all the players that were pretty much playing in the last one. As you can see, they're all pants. I still have no idea how I'm meant to get this guy off. I've offered him out for free. I can't terminate the contract because I can't afford to. I just need him gone. He's not wanted. I don't need him, and he's on 200 quid a week. I really could use that money. He's not. I mean, yeah. Zach Godson. He's actually played all right on that wing. He has. But I'm looking at the wage, 230 quid. I could use that elsewhere. The only problem is the first 28 days you can't cancel the loans that the system has already generated, and that means I also can't bring Crawford back, who he looks fairly tasty. I think he could do a good job. If not, I could sell him on later on, but it is what it is, and we're just going to have to deal with it for the time being. We're going to be short on the defensive line because there's not been anyone really worth signing, and the ones that were worth signing were asking ridiculous wages. Where we are anyway. I mean, I'd love to have got Asante. Had him at Cheshunt. He was brilliant for a year. He played well in a second year. And he's in our third season there. And yeah, he's about that. But, yeah, I think our offer was something around, I think it was about £450 a week. And he ended up going to some club for 1,000, just over 1,000. So you win some, you lose some. But I think that'll be tonight's. We'll leave it there. It is Sunday, 24th of July. So we're not going to skip forward. The live one is completely different from everything else. We are going to go from one to the other. I can't say it'll be every night or every day or even any Pacific time. It'll be whenever it's available to do it. I've got 6 children that run around the house like headless chickens. It has taken me almost a year to set up live play on my system. I don't get a lot of time on the PC, which is one of the reasons why I've never been able to get Farming Simulator on the PC properly, and that's all done via Xbox. So yeah, it's a case of hit and miss when and where it'll be. So it's first time live across 2 platforms, which is still does my head in. I still can't quite get over it. How does that happen? But before we do go, I think what we'll do is we'll have a look at the league table and the season preview. Before I click on it, I think, if I remember rightly, we were 11th on the preview when we first checked it. We made like 2-3 signings at best. And they haven't really been a massive improvement. They're more have been backup / stocks. The one that would have been an improvement, as we all know, he's got a work permit issue, even though I clicked on sign on him, which tied £300 a week up. He can't actually play for us. So yeah, I don't think it's going to go up too much. I think 8th is probably the best we could hope for. It possibly drop as well, but we'll find out. Oh, 4th. Jumped up quite a bit then. That's not bad at all. And is that our man? There he is. Mohamed Aminu. It's the Ghanaian. He's worth 40 grand. He's the highest star player. And he can't play. Oh dear, I really screwed up there. Yeah, he can't play. So that's it is what it is. I mean, transfer wise, if I do, can we go transfer history? Transfer. Oh, I did not make that many transfers. That must have been the previous managerial computery thingy. So this is me. Amu was our first transfer. They're all free. Laham was a backup goalkeeper. He's not bad at this stage. Then we got Williams in. Central defender. Hopefully he's going to be good. And then Fisher. I know this sounds daft, but he's another goalkeeper. There was thinking behind this. He's super young. He's Australian. And he was rated League One standard player possibility. So it's kind of a future backup or a quick turnaround. Will Rickard, he's played well for us in pre-season, in trial, and is a slight improvement on some parts of the team. At 65 quid a week, we're not going to lose money on him. The only time we lose money is when we actually play him, because he's got something like £200 appearance fee. But that's something for the board to worry about. And then lastly, but not least, Elliot Andrew. We needed an extra striker in. I love the heart shape he has. It's the kind of heart shape I like to see on my strikers. The downside is he could do with more attack. He could do with a bit more speed. And again, he's got one of these weird contracts where we're playing £95 a week, but he's getting, I think it's about 110, 120 quid per match he plays. Whether or not he'll be with us long term remains to be seen, but if he can produce at the beginning, we'll be all right. And apparently we've got 2 players out, both loans, again, before we started and took over. So really, that's how everything lies. So, yeah, well, hope to catch you on the next time I see you. Until then, this has been Matty G, and peace out.